Hi, I'm Nicola Alston. I'm a service manager in 0 to 25, and I've really benefited from the group I was sitting with, really listening to what they had to say. They're really passionate about becoming adults and moving through into adulthood, and were really clear about what they felt didn't work and some of the things they would like to see. Hi.
So, my name is Robert Mahlengezana. I'm a consultant social worker in the 0 to 25 team, particularly in the preparing for adulthood team. This has been quite an eye-opening experience. It's been really fantastic listening to the young people. I've been going on different tables and also with the parents and carers as well, which I've found quite informative. I really like the fact that the young people have been open and honest and have shared their experiences. And from what they have been saying, there's quite a lot that we can take on board and take back and try to work on. And there's also been some positives as well of some of the services that we provide or that we work alongside that they've been able to complement. Particularly, I think one outstanding thing was that the carers mentioned that the 0 to 25 team is not very well known, it's not quite visible. So it's something that we will be working towards to make sure that it's we can advertise so that a lot of people can get to know about what we do and what we were able to offer.
I think for me, it was really hearing the young people's voices and about what they want, and to make sure that when the team work with young people, they really make sure they capture it and they really understand what the young people, certainly the table I was sitting on, they knew what they wanted, they knew what they wanted their life to be, and to make sure we really capture that and work with them to help them get there.
It's about the transition, because that's the team that I work in. So particularly finding out that, there's some struggles, some difficulties in terms of transitions. So it's just going back to my team to try and work on certain things to make sure that the transition is smoother.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Suda, and I found useful that I actually got listened to and I got my point across without them kind of asking someone else's point before mine, because I feel that happens quite a lot. Like when I go to doctor's appointments, they ask my mum's point of view before mine, and it's my doctor's appointment. So I've got across today that I'd like to be asked my opinion for my doctor's appointments before her opinion for my doctor's appointments. I understand that I'm not an adult yet, and it may be hard, but when I go through the doctor's appointments, I like to be heard before my mum, and I don't like the question of, is that okay with you? After they've asked my mum, I'd like to be asked first.
Hi, I'm Harrison, and I can agree with what Tallulah said, but I'm more of a different opinion on it as a whole. Like, more or less want it from people everywhere. I don't want it from just either doctors or family. I want it from everybody.
I thought you were here today, Harrison.
Yeah, and I felt like I wasn't talked over, or, for example, like, if I were to say an opinion and someone straight away is like, no, I think this and this and this, and then everyone just goes into their opinion, and it's like, I'm not getting heard completely.
Yeah. So today we obviously did quite a lot of different opinions and different groups and so on, and we've agreed together on 4 things moving forward. Mm-hmm. Do you think those things are going to be useful for us to work together on?
Could you remind me what the 4 things are?
We spoke about things like transition to adulthood services, and knowing what 0 to 25 can offer us. So how do you feel that will be?
I think it will be very effective to be in place.
My name's Renata Watts. I'm a parent of pupil here at Lonsdale, but I'm also here with my other hat, which is a rep for Hert's Parent Care Involvement, which is the parent care form for Hertfordshire, which means we represent all families in Hertfordshire and help shape services. I think we could all tell from the energy in the room that they've got a lot to say, they're really passionate, and they know what they want, they know what they need, even in a way that parents don't. So we might have an idea, but we've not lived life with the disabilities that they have. So actually, I think they need to be involved. They need to be shaping services, and to not have their voice. I mean, how can you create something for someone if actually you've not heard what they want? So it's been really, really interesting. And it's nice to see that actually the parents and the children are very, very aligned on what they think is a sort of a priority area. But also I think other things that have come up that may not be relevant to what we're talking about today, but actually as a result of that, there's actions going forwards, which means even more so the children can say, well, actually we said this and they're taking it away and they're going to do something. And that's really good for their self-esteem and feeling not like things are being done to them, but they're involved as part of the process. I mean, I think big topics like transition, it's an issue not just for children with physical disabilities, it's an issue across the board, as we know. It's not helped by the fact that some people transition at 16, others at 18, and for the more complex children, like you have at Lonsdale, getting transition right is so important. And it is something I know that Hertfordshire is working on, but clearly what's come up today shows that for this group of pupils, it's a big issue and it's something they're quite worried about. So if we can do anything to alleviate that worry and help parents as well, because as a parent myself, I completely know children's services now. You know, I've been doing it for 18 years, but adult services is still a bit of a mystery for me. So like even coming and sharing stories here again, I'm learning and yeah, so I mean, transition is just one of the things that we spoke about, but even if you can affect a tiny bit of change there, that's going to make improvements for everyone, I think, because we learn from good and positive practice. So if we can sort this out for our most complex children, then hopefully that model can then be lifted up and applied elsewhere.